All right, guys, we are here at the lot. I'm about to get the trailer loaded up so we can head up to Maryland. I've got to stop and get the load up in High Point, and then we will head straight up. Yeah, so I'm at the lot. As you can see, there is the new 350. And the trailer's good. We're gonna load up, we're gonna head out. All right, let's see where we're at here. 1819. Cool. So we are here. Let me run in and see if they are ready so I can get this stuff loaded up and we can hit the road. Alright, we are in High Point, North Carolina. About to get these clothes loaded up. This guy has a ton of stuff, but I got the truck here. She's got a nice spread. She looks real good out here. So we're gonna get loaded up. We're gonna get loaded up, and then we're gonna head down the road to Maryland. So we've already made it about 80 miles. So I would guess that'd put us right under 300 miles left, which is awesome. So we'll get that done and get today finished. All right, guys. So we are loaded. This is a lot of clothing, it looks like. I'm sweating like a pig because it's hot as heck. But here's what we got. Bunch of clothing. These are all bales of clothes. Headed to another country. Looks like we got 15 bales. Each bale is right at 800 or 700 pounds, which puts us right at 9,000 pounds. So that's pretty cool. I'm about to hit the road and we are good to go, man. Close the toolbox here. Everything looks good over here. Now I'm gonna try to find some tarps here in a minute, but for the most part, looks like we're good to go. We're gonna hit the road. And it's burning up like crazy. Gonna get me a drink here out of the car, and we're gonna hit the road. En route to Maryland, guys. Right, so I've been pushing it down the interstate. As you guys know, we kind of left a little bit late just because I can't drop this load till 8 a.m. So there's no need in me leaving super early this morning. So I left around lunchtime. It's about 6 o'clock, and I'm probably another two hours and 15-20 minutes outside of Maryland, which is pretty good. So the cool thing about this one is the shipper actually paid for me a hotel. So I was like, heck yeah, you know, paying me to ship, pay me to bring it, and paying me to stay. So I'm gonna try to book something in the morning to get me out of Maryland. But if not, I'm not gonna sit around. I'm not gonna sit on my hands.
Mitchell pounded on the.
Sorry, I'm watching my Hornets, but yeah, so that's my plan. I'm gonna find me a hotel pretty close to the drop point. Wake up in the morning, get it dropped, and head back south. So yeah, but we are in Virginia, not far from. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'm here. I'm awake. I still got like crap in my eyes, obviously.
but I am in Gaithersburg, Maryland, which is basically DC, right? So I've got this load, I'm about to go drop it off, but I kind of wanted to get with you guys and kind of break down what all this costs, how I do it, etc. So if you, a lot of you guys are very new to this channel, a lot of you guys have been here before, right? If you've watched any of my videos, I'm very transparent on how much money I make, on how much things cost, and stuff like that. So how I did this, I would advise you guys to go back and watch a few videos on like when I'm moving and shaking with my F-150 and with my other truck, my dually I have or had. But the way I kind of started this was I had a truck and I bought the truck because I wanted a truck, and I was like, well, if anybody needs me to move something that can make extra money with it, yada yada yada. So I bought an F-150. F-150 stayed in the shop 6 months out of the year that I owned it. But when it came out the shop, I worked it for like a month, and then I was like, all right, it's time to trade this joker in. They're offering me more than I paid for it. It's got to go. And I'd already started making money on like Friday nights and Saturdays, moving stuff for just for people. You know, people would call me, hey Zach, I know you got a truck, can you move this car for me? Like, heck yeah, you know, $2 or $3 a mile, I'll do it. So I would do that. So basically, at the same time as I'm selling my truck, my job starts to suck. Like it really started to suck. And I really enjoyed my job a lot, right? Because I was in insurance, I enjoyed talking to people, I enjoyed selling stuff. Like, I enjoyed it, but it really started to suck. So, it was literally like everything was snowballing into one. It was like, I don't know what you guys believe in, but for me, I believe in God, and it was like God was telling me, Zach, it's time to make a move. So I bought a Super Duty, a 250, and I saved up enough cash to pay my down payment for my insurance and to pay for all of the fees that come along with this. So I'll break down the fees for you. The fees are, you gotta pay for the DOT stuff. I think it's $3.99. You gotta pay for, there's another something that you gotta buy, the BOC3, and I think it's $50. And you gotta assign an agent in every state, and I think I paid $25 or $30 for that. So altogether, I was probably $600 in terms of getting my authority. Now my insurance, the down payment for that was, I think it was $1,700. My monthly is about $1,300 for insurance. So I already had that saved. I'm like, all right, let me make some more money. And the cool thing that people don't tell you is you don't have to pay for your insurance the day you file your authority. You can pay for your insurance 2 days before your authority goes effective. You wanna know how I know? Because I talked to the filing office or whatever, and they told me, they're like, you don't even need insurance yet. Make sure it's active before everything else, before your authority gets ready to go active on this date. The closer you get to your date, they'll be able to tell you the date that it goes active. So basically, I'm like $2,200 in, and I'm like, man, it's time to quit my job. So I went to work one day, and my boss has been a complete a-hole, and I'm like, man, I don't really need this, you know, like, I'm literally wasting my time, because selling insurance at an everyday job, if you make $16 to $20 an hour with your personal insurance and all the other junk, you're probably gonna make $1,000 a week maximum. Anywhere from 16 to 20 something dollars an hour, you're gonna make $1,000 maximum. On Friday nights, I was making $600 by itself. So I said, for me, the risk is worth the reward, even if I fail. So basically what happened is I took the risk and I moved and shake. I delivered stuff for people that I knew. What I did was I did that, I quit my job, and then literally the next day I had a load that went from, oh, actually, let me back up. A buddy of mine called me while I was at work that day, and he's like, hey man, I've got a car that I want to go from Pensacola back up to Henderson, North Carolina, right? And I'm like, okay, it's gonna cost you about 1,500 bucks. And he's like, do it. And I'm like, all right, so this is definitely God talking to me, you know, like this is the world telling me, like, Zach, you're doing the wrong thing. You need to quit what you're doing and invest in yourself. So it just so happened I quit that day, and I'm on uship, I'm on Facebook, I'm talking to everybody I know. I'm like, hey, I'm going down to Pensacola. If anybody needs anything hauled, let me know. I find this load on uship that is a, what was it? A CNC machine. Most people on uship don't really have the setup to be able to move big stuff. Like, they can move cars and stuff, but who can't move a car? Like this load I got today, most people on there can't even move this, right? So what happened is these guys were quoting them an outrageous number because they were basically taking the load and selling it to somebody else, right? Basically brokering it because they couldn't move it themselves. So I was like, all right, I'm already going down this way, so all right, I'll move this load for them for $2.50 a mile. Added it up, and I did it. They took it. The guy's super cool. Me and him are friends to this day. So I dropped that off. I kept going. I found a load on the way down there that was a forklift going from about an hour where the drop-off was for the CNC machine closer to Alabama, which is like right beside Pensacola. So I dropped off that, and it actually put me about 2 hours from Pensacola. So basically the whole trip down to Pensacola, I made money, and the whole trip back. That's basically how it started. That in itself, everything lined up. You know, you can't really fit a square into a circle hole, you know. You gotta do what you can do what makes sense for you and your pockets. Do what you like. Like, I'm country as hell. I like towing shit. Like, I like rigging stuff up. Like, it's fun to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy making my own money. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, that's who I am. I'm good at marketing. I'm good at talking to people. If you just want to sit in a truck and drive, you need to get a job. You don't need to open a business. This business stuff is tough. You gotta want to do it all the time, not just have to do it. It's crazy, but that's kind of how it started. And I would advise any of you guys that are looking to start this to just do it the right way. Do it the right way is the way that fits you, not what people say on Facebook, not what all these guys push down your throat and all these random ass comments I get. That's not true. These people, nine times out of 10, these people did it the same way that I did, or very similarly. But what ended up happening is, now that they're making money, they want you to struggle. They don't want you to do it the way that they did it. They don't want you to make the money that they made. I don't care. I want everybody to be successful. So do what you gotta do to be successful. Do what you gotta do to make your money. Everybody else in this world does it, so you gotta do it too. I'm not telling you how to do this. I'm just telling you how I did this. This is how I did it. This is how I'm getting it. And I'm doing pretty well at it, you know? So I advise you guys, if you're wanting to get into this, have some tough skin, don't give up, invest in you. But now what we're doing, we're about to take this load, drop it off, and we are going to try to find a load out of this joker. Alright, so we got them dropped off. Got 15 of them. They're all dropped. my trailer is empty. This one was pretty interesting. I actually had to drive the forklift because these guys didn't know how to drive it. As you can see, I'm pretty sweaty, but it's all a part of the day's work, especially when you're getting more business out of it. Sometimes you have to do the things that other people don't want to do, or other people are too lazy to do. You know, that's what we call work ethic. A lot of people are real sticklers on the dollar per mile, but they don't want to do the extra work sometimes it takes to earn that. So just keep that in mind. We're in Gettysburg, Maryland. We're about to head home. I'm sweaty. I was trying to book loads out of here, but there ain't too many, so I'm just gonna drive, and if I find something, I find something. If I don't, I don't really care. But I'm just ready to be home today. You guys have a good day, and we'll catch you later.